Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and today's video is going to be the Sephora savings event, my recommendations and wish list. So if that's something you want to watch, then please stick around. Alright, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Like I said at the beginning, my name is Catherine. I am a beauty and reselling enthusiast, so those are the things that I love to talk about on this channel. If that is something that aligns with what you like to talk about, then please consider subscribing. So we're going to go over what I feel like, what I would recommend to others to purchase if you are looking to purchase during the Sephora savings event. I do have a product that I would recommend that you skip, and then we're going to go over my very long wish list of what I am interested in picking up. So if you're not familiar, Sephora is having their biannual savings event, and this year I'll pop it on the screen right here. I'm reading off my computer. So it starts on April 5th, and that is for Rouge members. So basically the people who spend the most money at Sephora, they get 20% off starting April 5th through the 15th. Then it moves on to the VIP. They get 15% off. That starts on April 9th through the end of the 15th. And then the Insider, which anybody can become an Insider. All you have to do is sign up, is 10%, also starting on the 9th, going to the 15th. Something special that Sephora does is that Sephora collection, so their own collection of products, is 30% off throughout that whole time, that anybody can get the 30% off. And actually Sephora has some pretty decent products, and I do have a good chunk of Sephora collection on my wish list. Always a time to pick it up, even though they're very relatively affordable even without a discount, but you add 30% on top of it, I'm there. You do have to use the code YAYSAVE, and I believe, and you can do it online or in store. I always recommend doing online because typically you can use like, you know, if people have affiliate links that you want to support, like Catherine, everything I will be recommending will be down below. It is affiliated, so I earn a small commission if you do choose to shop through them. So that is something I always encourage shopping online. But also if you go through like Rakuten or Honey, you know, sometimes you get some cash back through all of that. So I always recommend shopping online, with the caveat of going in person first to like swatch and shade match everything, and then going online. I know, super, just a lot of things, but that just kind of hopefully prevents a lot of like returns and waste and things like that. But two, so Ulta is actually also having their 20% off sale, prestige brands included, which Ulta and Sephora have a lot of overlap these days of products. So if you aren't Rouge, you may consider shopping at Ulta. I don't have the Ulta information on the top of my head, like I don't know what the code is. I think you might get your own individual code if I'm not mistaken, but I believe it ends on April 7th. So they do have a little bit of overlap. There are some products that I am going to be picking up at Ulta opposed to Sephora, just because they have Ulta just has a better point system in my opinion. Like I already have $14 off at Ulta. So I'm probably going to shop some items over there, and then the items that I can't pick up at Ulta, I will pick up at Sephora, all that kind of stuff. And this is all to say, this is if you want to shop. Obviously, no pressure to shop at all. There's always going to be sales. There's always going to be new products coming out. I just am an enthusiast, and I save up all of my money from my cashback apps, all that kind of stuff for these events. So that's why I choose to shop like through my PayPal, when I sell products from You For Me, which if you're not familiar, I always have them linked down in my description box. Basically, it's a reselling website for beauty products that just no longer serve me or work for me. So whenever something goes on sale there, or like when something sells, I save it in my PayPal. Also, this is a good plug for them. If you don't want to shop even the 20% off, sometimes they have a lot of the newer products on You For Me as well that you can get at even a steeper discount. So they are definitely worth a place to look to if you are looking to shop but save at the same time, as well as, you know, not introduce new products to the world. So let's get started with my recommendations. So before I go over my wish list, I wanted to go over my recommendations. So things that I am recommending for you to look at, purchase during this Sephora shopping sale, and some things that I think you should avoid. Luckily, the things that you should avoid list is relatively low. It's one product, but let's hop into the things that I suggest that you look into. The first being, let me move this out of the way. The first being this cute little Paco Rabanne. This is actually like an eau de perfume. What is it? Eau de toilette. So this is the Phantom Eau de Toilette spray. Comes in this like really cool, I was about to say beautiful, but it's like a really cool, neat type of packaging. This eau de toilette is, I consider it more unisex, but I think it is supposed to be geared more towards the masculine side. But I picked it up regardless because I really liked it. I'll put the fragrance notes on the screen, but the things that I get from this is just like a really creamy vanilla, very light, creamy vanilla type of scent. It's going to be perfect coming into spring. So I love this. What size did I get? I got the 1.7. So, yeah, would recommend if you have the chance, because blind buying fragrances can be quite difficult. Luckily, I've had a lot of good luck with the fragrances that I've bought. But you know, you never really know until you go and try it. So if you do have the opportunity before going to the sale, and I recommend this for everything, especially like shade matching, all that kind of stuff, go into the store first if you can. Get all of your shade matches correct so you can reduce the likelihood of having to return. But really do enjoy this. The next product that I would recommend, and this definitely went viral. It went viral like after it came out, not even like as it was coming out, but like months after it came out. But this is the Laura Mercier, what is it? The Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I have mine in the shade 1C1 or Cool Vanilla. I am a fair skin tone, cool, neutral leaning undertones, and this one works really well for me. I actually picked this up relatively at the launch of the product before it got popular, and I loved it before it got popular. It was really nice. It's a nice like medium. I haven't used it in a while, but I don't think it's like buildable. It's pretty medium, very just natural looking, like nothing too heavy, nothing too cakey, just kind of blends into your skin, but it also kind of erases any imperfections, or you know, it looks really, really, really nice. So if you are interested in picking this up, I would say go for it. Go for the sale. Sorry, I put lotion on my hands beforehand and now it's over everything. I would recommend this. I am actually curious to check out the concealer in the same family as the Real Flawless. So have you tried that? If you have, let me know down below. Another recommendation is going to be this Say bronzer. This is the Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the Fair Bronze. And as you can see, it has gotten quite the good use out of it. This is actually currently in my Shop My Stash for March. I need to film my April Shop My Stash because we are in April now, but I have been using this, and it's one of those products that you just like look forward to using it all of the time. Like that's the kind of makeup that I like, that you look forward to using it, not like, ugh, I have to use this. So this is really nice, very kind of thin, very buildable type of product. If you are in the fair side of things, I would recommend doing the fair one. It, like I said, can be built up, so it's how do I want to describe this? It's not translucent when you put it on, but it just looks very natural. Like you don't really see harsh lines or anything. It just really looks like your skin is super bronzed from the sun, not from any sort of makeup product. So that is another recommendation of mine. Now let's just, we'll get into the Natasha Denona part of everything. So, I mean, if you are going to purchase from the sale again, you know, You could probably get these cheaper on the Natasha Denona website. They regularly send out codes and promotions and stuff like that that is above the 20%. But if you don't like to shop on Natasha Denona and you'd rather shop on Sephora, this is a great time to buy it. And so what I would recommend is the My Mini Dream Glow Blush. This recently came out at more towards the beginning of the year, maybe like end of January. It's a really pretty kind of like cool tone mauve blush with a little bit of a highlighter in here, and you can swirl it all around. You get a nice glowy blush moment. You can just use the blush, you could just use the highlight. I prefer to just swirl it all around and put it on my cheek. Very, very cute. I love the little mini size, and I love the packaging of it all. And in that same collection was the My Mini Dream palette. So it came after the Dream palette that she did, was it last year? I think something like that. So she built a mini palette off of it. So these two came in, you know, a small collection release. Really beautiful, just neutral, kind of cool neutral tones. Just a really nice product. You know, you can't go wrong with Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I really do like them. And then the High Glam, the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This is their brightening and hydrating crease proof serum concealer. I do have mine in the shade N1, and I've said this before, is that this one actually kind of morphs a little bit more into my actual skin tone, so I would maybe go one shade lighter for a brightening effect, but this still looks super nice. I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes, so nothing is 100% crease proof, even when I powder it. But this still gives just a nice, like, medium coverage. It's a little bit, I think, on the thicker side, especially when you hear serum concealer. You would think it's going to be thinner, but I feel like it's more on the thicker side of stuff, which is something that you do have to be careful of, because the heavier it is, the easier it is to crease. But I feel like it's kind of that sweet spot between the middle and too much. So I really do recommend this. Yeah, shade N1 if you want something that blends into your skin if you're my skin tone, but if you are my skin tone and want something a little bit brightening, I might go down a shade. And then this product, I was a little bit conflicted if I wanted to include this. So this was also in my March Shop My Stash. This is the Natasha Denona Hyper Natural Face Palette. So this is the palette that has the bronzer, the blush, and then the 5 eyeshadows, like all shimmer eyeshadows. Now, why I say it was kind of conflicted is because I do like this. I just don't think that, and I'm not saying makeup needs to be made for everybody, or that, you know, everybody has to like it, but I wish that there were like a little bit of differentiation between the bronzer and the blush. Like, they could have done something to expand this a little bit and not just make one face palette that is supposed to fit, you know, a range of people. So for me, it does work because I'm fair. Even when I kind of mix the bronze and contour together, like, you do have to be a little bit sparingly with it, but it does work. The blushes are really nice. The eyeshadows do have a little bit of creasing in them. I will say, if you don't set them down, I do notice that they crease, but practically everything creases on me too. I have very oily eyelids, so that could be the case as well. But if you were eyeing this and you feel like this would work for your skin tone, I would recommend it. I did just travel, and I felt like this was actually really perfect because it was just something, like, it was a 2-night stay and I didn't want to bring a lot of stuff. So I popped this in my bag and it served for bronzer, blush, and eyeshadows, which was pretty nice. So another product that I would recommend that I actually just recently kind of fell back in love with through doing my Shop My Stashes, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have mine in the shade 3 Fair. This is really nice as well. You can tell I'm like scraping the sides of it at this point, and probably will finish it relatively soon. But this is just a really kind of down the middle of the road, just like I said with the Natasha Denona one, that it's not too serumy or too light, but it's also not too heavy and cakey and creasy. It just is right down the middle, and it's a really great shade match for me for a little bit of brightening, but not anything like white under my eyes, like stark white. It just has a little brightening moment, and again, it can crease on me. I typically powder my under eyes, but even then, sometimes things still crease on me. I just got creasy eyelids, I can't help it. But this is a really beautiful concealer. And again, if you do not purchase from the specific websites themselves, like if you don't go to charlottetilbury.com, if that's the website, and you always shop at Sephora, then or Ulta. I think Charlotte Tilbury is at Ulta now. And you like to do all of your shopping in one place, then I would recommend picking it up there if you have rouge and can get the 20% off. All right, a few more products. So I was also conflicted on adding this into my recommendations. This is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I have mine in the shade, I think it's Vanilla Beige. Where would it say? Vanilla Beige, right here. Because it's kind of expensive, it's like a $24 lip balm, but it's really nice. I really do like this shade. So this is the component of it all. So it has like a clear little curved component, comes out. I'm actually almost done with mine, and luckily have a backup one that I received in one of my subscription boxes, which if you're ever curious to see what I get in my subscription boxes, I will link that playlist up in the corner for you. So I was happy. That kind of goes to show you that I'm like, if I have a backup and I'm happy about it, then it's probably something worth it for me. And again, if you can get a discount off of it, why not? And I think they have a lot of different shades too. I've only tried the Vanilla Beige one, but they do have like a limited edition birthday one that is like a soft pink with a little bit of sparkle in it, and I have been eyeing that one a little bit. All right, and the last thing that I'm going to share is actually something that I would not recommend. This is the Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer, the hydrating longwear concealer. I have mine in the shade 120N, and I will tell you, it was a journey to find a shade match. I originally purchased this in a lighter shade, and that was kind of this stark white contrast. Didn't love it. Was kind of really questioning a lot of the shades online, which I'm very happy that Fenty has a really great shade range, but I just had a really hard time finding something that I felt would work for me. And I don't even think this 120, if I remember correctly, I don't even feel like this 120 works for me very well. And this is a $30 concealer, and I don't know why I feel like that's astounding compared to like Natasha Denona or the Charlotte Tilbury, because I can't quite remember what those prices were, but for some reason this just felt like I paid $30 for this. Like, it just didn't seem worth it to me. And this one just, it wasn't like, nothing was special about it. I wasn't excited to use it. It just kind of was the like middle of the road, but in the bad way. Like, nothing was super great about it. So I would not recommend this. I do love Fenty Beauty, and you'll see some things on my wish list that are coming from Fenty Beauty, but the concealer just wasn't a hit for me. So now let's jump into my very, very long wish list. Right, so now that we've talked about what I recommend and what I don't recommend, let's talk about the stuff that I actually want to pick up. So let me start my recording on my screen. Hopefully it works out, because we are not testing it, and hopefully it's coming up on this side over here. So we come to the Sephora website, we see all the details about the sale information, and let's get to my very large cart. And when I say very large cart, does it even talk where I think it smushes it all together? Let's see, at the very bottom, it doesn't even tell me how much my how much my cart is, but if I'm not mistaken, it's like almost $1,100. I will not be purchasing $1,100 worth of makeup. I am not that crazy. I'm not that, not that irresponsible with money. But let's just dive into what I just have on my wish list, what I think would be nice. The first one being this Charlotte Tilbury, what do we have? Matte Revolution Hydrating Lipstick, specifically in the shade Very Victoria, which is this taupey nude color. I just thought that was so pretty. One of my favorite YouTubers to watch, Samantha March, I will link her channel down below. She always talks about Very Victoria, and it's one of her favorites, and it's just a really, really pretty color. But let's be honest, I don't need any lip products whatsoever, but it is really, really pretty. Just have a 4-star rating out of over 2,000 raters. And let's see, it's just a matte lipstick that features a long-lasting, buildable, and hydrating formula, long wearing, yada yada yada. So I don't know, that might be something that I keep in my wish list or not. I don't know. Let's go on to the next one. Look, another lip product, Summer Fridays. This is their Dream Oil for moisturizing sheer coverage. So in my recommendations, you saw that I do have a Summer Friday lip balm in there that I absolutely love. But this one is the lip oil. Retails for $26, has 4-star rating out of 1,000 people rating it. They have a few different colors. So they have this, does it tell you what color? Blush Dreams, sheer blush with buildable coverage. Then you have Pink Cloud, then you have Rosewood Nights, and then you have Soft Mauve, which is a cool mauve buildable cover. You know, I don't really, what do I have? What lip oils do I use? I use the Milani Fruit Fetish lip oil that I actually really enjoy. I have 2 of them, and so with that, I just don't think I need another lip oil, especially one for $26 when I already have a few in my collection. So I probably, let's take that one out. We will remove that one. See, we're already saving money. All right, so the next product is actually something that just came out. This is the K18 Biomimetic Hair Science. It's Air Wash Dry Shampoo. Now, I'm a lover of dry shampoo. I just freshly washed my hair, so I don't have any dry shampoo in, but I have a lot of dry shampoo and I love it. But this one just came onto the market, and it says that it has no excess buildup or white cast, non-aerosol formula, new K18 patented technology, scalp friendly, reduces oils and eliminates odors for up to 3 days. I love that, because my hair gets, let's just say I probably should wash my hair more often, but because I color treat it, I don't, and out of sheer laziness, I just don't wash my hair all that often. I wash about once a week, so I'm very much a dry shampoo kind of gal. And when it says that it can extend its life for up to 3 days, I'm all for that without any like gunky buildup. That's great. The only problem is it's $48. It is $48. Even with 20% off, because I do have a Rouge membership with Sephora, so 20% off. What is that? 480 times 2. We'll just, it's less than $10 off. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Has 65 raters at 5 stars. I think a lot of these are incentivized though, you know, like through influencers. So I haven't seen anybody rate it that isn't incentivized. Yeah, incentivized, blah 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 blah. So I don't know. What does it say? Is it okay to use on hair? Oh, I don't do tape extensions, so that doesn't really matter. But it's good for oily scalp, which I definitely have. All hair types, vegan, good for volume, definitely need volume. Cruelty-free, clean at Sephora. So that sounds lovely. And I'll probably keep it in my cart. Then we have the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. Let's see. $38, 93% agreed skin appeared brighter, 91 saw improvement in skin tone. Whoops. Let's see. Meet the powerhouse ingredients. Cloudberry, a golden antioxidant rich superfruit grown exclusively in Arctic regions. CoQ10, a fundamental and highly biocompatible antioxidants produced by the body. Oh my gosh, it's getting very scientific. The cloudberries in this formula are sustainably sourced and naturally rich in vitamin C, E, and omega fatty acids. It helps skin retain moisture and brighten an even skin tone. Then that CoQ10 helps strengthen and replenish skin and protects against free radical damage. Okay. So transform dull skin. Okay, so it kind of it's a toner, obviously, but this is kind of the way toners are used, which I don't really use toners that often. So it's like, why? Like, I don't use toners ever. So why would I want to buy one to add an extra step into my skincare? This is me talking out loud, probably talking myself out of it, but this is how you're supposed to do it. So you do your cleanser, you do your toner, then eye cream, then any serums, moisturizer, and SPF. I guess I definitely do that all wrong. Cool. Good to know. So they kind of do a comparison between their other, I think it's their watermelon one, which gently exfoliates, refines pores, and hydrates, compared to the brighten, even tone, and hydrate from this cloudberry one. So I have a combo skin, and it's kind of opposite, since I do have some like perioral dermatitis that typically happens around here. It's actually starting, I feel like, to happen around here too. That's just a disruption in my skincare barrier or skin barrier, and so I've been trying to get a lot of products that don't have a lot of active ingredients in it, because I feel like that is kind of you know, adding to the stress of my skin. And so I'm trying to get stuff that's hydrating. But so what I'm trying to say is, like, my T-zone actually, or I should say the bottom of my T right here, is very dry and flaky, but everything else can tend to be a little bit more on the oilier side. So like today I actually did something where I took 2 different moisturizers and put them in 2 different spots. So I put something that was a little bit more moisturizing right here and a little bit more oil control right here. It seems to be working out. That's very high maintenance, but we'll see if that works. But do I need to add this to my collection? Probably not, because I don't use toners. So what I'll do is I'll just move it to my loves to kind of just like remind myself, like maybe in the future if I hear other great things about it. But right now I don't need that. All right, so moving on to some more skincare, we have Ilia. This is a mini version. This is the mini, the base face milk essence and lightweight moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. So yes, this is another toner. I hear you. Like, Catherine, didn't you just say you didn't want a toner? You're absolutely right. But it has the lightweight moisturizing properties. It's only 1 fluid ounce for $28. That's kind of crazy. It says best for dry combo, normal skin, cruelty-free, good for dryness, fragrance-free, blah, 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 blah. It's clinically proven to hydrate, reduce visible redness, smooth texture, and strengthen the skin barrier. So with the dermatitis, it does have some redness, especially when I wake up, and then this reducing skin barrier. That actually sounds pretty good, but $28 for a mini version, that just seems kind of expensive, right? Like, that seems really expensive. Okay. A must for mature eyes, a very nice basic daytime moisturizer. It's also great for priming makeup. That's probably how I would use it as well. Let's look at non-incentivized reviews. 5 stars, 4 stars, go buy right now. 10 out of 10, skin has never felt better. It's so hydrating. It makes my skin feel so soft, and the packaging is clean and aesthetic. Love it. A must have in everyone's routine. Cheeks feel like baby's bum. Let's see, better than Rhode, but not as good as Laneige. The glazing milk broke her out. This wasn't nearly as bad, but still has pore clogging ingredients and left me with a couple pimples. I don't know if, I don't want clogged pores, but they recommend the Laneige cream skin toner. Interesting. All right, so I will still keep this in my little cart, and we'll see what happens. We have Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Mattifying Water Powder Serum with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. This one just seemed super cool when it came out, and it came out relatively recently. So it's $36. It is supposed to, let's see, instantly reduces shine and improves the look of texture. Love all of that. Comfort Matte Complex, so it's hyaluronic acid to boost and replenish hydration levels. Kaolin, rid skin of excess oil without drying effect, that's great. Zinc PCA, redness reducer, antibacterial properties. Niacinamide, improves skin texture. Oil derived vegan squalane, protects skin from dryness and dehydration. Tremella mushroom has hydrating and plumping with anti-inflammatory properties. And a hydrator, apple extract, a hydrator that prevents the loss of hydration. Like, that just seems really cool. And it's really cool kind of like dropper system that they have. So I think I'm gonna keep this in my cart. And let's see, this is the oil control, so it looks like you just put it, so that might be kind of how I would use it. I would just put it in the areas that are oily, not something that needs to be all over the face. But yeah, I think I might keep this in my cart because that just seems really cool. Then we go into Milk Makeup. This is the Cloud Glow Priming Foam with Brightening Turmeric. So it's like a little pump foam primer, $28 for 27 milliliters. What is it supposed to do? A skincare packed priming foam that visibly brightens and hydrates to bring out your skin's natural glow and create a smooth base for makeup. Turmeric and saffron extracts visibly brighten and reduce redness for a healthy natural glow. Apricot extract nurtures skin and seals in moisture. Wazoo extract and hydro booster boosts radiance, helps visibly even skin tone, and locks in hydration for smoother skin. Seems kind of cool. That does seem kind of cool. We're not really getting rid of too much stuff, are we? So we'll keep it in there. We'll see. Actually, let's go to the ratings and see. Is there any non-incentivized ratings that we can look at? Non-incentivized. Okay, so we're getting a lot of low stars. So overpriced, literally did nothing. 3 stars, it's an okay primer. 5 stars, better than Hydro Grip, ? I usually like Milk's Hydro Grip primer and decided to try something new. It's so lightweight and a little goes a long way. You need to wait for a few minutes for it to get tacky, and overall amazing, refreshing. Not much change. I just saved my money. New favorite, don't let incentivized reviews fool you. It is a criminal to charge as much for a foam product. If you know, a foam product is mostly comprised of water. I never review about pricing, but the amount you pay for only a few uses is actually insane. Finish quick and won't repurchase. That is something to consider because this isn't a very big product. So that's probably a good point that I shouldn't get it. Right? I probably shouldn't get it. All right, so I'm gonna move it to my loves because again, it still interests me, but maybe not at this time. I need to hear some more reviews about it. So moving on, here's some of that Sephora collection that I was talking about. So first is the Sephora Colorful Powder Illuminizer in Rose Quartz. I think I have a few of these in my cart, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we'll go over the ones that I'm pretty sure I have in my cart. The first one is the Rose Quartz, so cool rose tone, kind of very just perfect type of illumination that I like. I like the glow from within type of highlighter compared to like a super blinding highlighter, so this is something that is right up my alley. And for something that's already $14, then you get 30% off of that. Yes, please. So there's that one, and then let's see the other shades that I think that I put in there. So Rose Quartz, I probably put in this Iced Pearl, and yeah, that seems what I did. Let's see. It's this Iced Pearl. Let's see what that one looks like. So again, kind of more of a champagne-y, yeah, golden champagne tone. Really pretty. But you'll also see in this video that I have a lot of highlighters in my wish list, which highlighters is like the last thing that I go through. So I don't know why I have it, but I do. So those are the two luminizers that I have. Then we have the Pharmacy Lip Smoothie Vitamin C Peptide Lip Balm in Honey Vanilla. I'm just a sucker for a good lip balm next to like my bed before I go to sleep. And I really like pharmacy products. I love like their kind of honey theme that goes all the way through. So this, oh, it looks like they have a different scents too. Pear, kiwi, definitely would not. Mango, meh. Apple, no. So honey vanilla it would be. Let's see, best for dry skin. My lips are super dry, so that would be really great. A nourishing daily lip balm powered by peptides and vitamin C that's clinically proven to visibly plump, smooth, and reduce lip lines while locking in moisture quickly and over time with a clear, glossy finish. Let's look. We almost have 5-star reviews. Cons, drying. Shouldn't be drying. All right, non-incentivized reviews. Favorite lip product. I'm sensitive to smells. An apple smell only lasts about a minute after application, then it fades away. It feels like a serum. They did say the honey smelled too strong. Hydrating. A lot of products don't seem to penetrate the skin or make me feel hydrated, but this does. I just wish it was a little bit more. Nice lip balm, nothing crazy. It dries fast, therefore you have to keep reapplying it, which is annoying. This one 5-star for dry lips girly. I'm in love with this lip mask. I was getting tired of the smell of the apple one, but this one I could never get tired of smelling the vanilla scent. If you had dry lips, you need this. It's a miracle in the jar. I have nothing bad to say. Great product, but smell. Again, the apple smell. Smells good, but not too practical. The product was okay. It wasn't anything revolutionary, groundbreaking. The smell gets a 10 out of 10 and it feels great on the lips, but it's fast drying and you have to constantly keep reapplying it. So that's interesting. Keep getting, sorry. I got a text message from my mailman. Anyways, so with the drying bits, that's kind of concerning because it's like, it shouldn't be drying, right? It should be the opposite of drying. So I probably will take that out of my cart. All right, well, here we go. We're still saving money. Yes, we did the luminizer. So another Danessa Myricks product. This is the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I heard really great things about their blushes, but the thing was I didn't really like any of their colors though. This one seemed to be the only one that like I felt would fit for me. So this is the, sorry, lost my train of thought. So this is the Rose and Brunch Neutral Rosy Pink. So it has, it's reducing, texture reducing, blurs smooth. It has Upsolite, which is a blurring ingredient. I believe it's supposed to like help with oils as well. If we go in here, so I would be on the lighter side of stuff. This is the Rose and Brunch, and I feel like that's, I mean, these colors are beautiful. I just don't think they're gonna work for me. So, and I just bought a new blush palette on BoxyCharm. So I don't feel like I need this. Okay, I'm basically anything to, you know, take it out of my cart. I have already loved it. So again, if I come back to it, or if they create more colors, then I'll look at it again. This next thing I am super interested in, and this is from Supergoop. This is their Protect Tint Daily SPF Tint with sunscreen, hyaluronic acid, all the good things. I was having a hard time kind of choosing what color. I think I ended up doing 10N Very Fair Neutral. Just a natural, no, is that what I did? Which one did I do? I think I have both in my cart. I think I have 10C and the lightest one. if I'm not mistaken. So comfortable feel. Yeah, I feel like this would be the best. Radiant and smooth. I like that. Protects, light buildable coverage, natural finish. I love all those things. So I think I'm going to keep that one in my cart, and we are going to, I think it's the 20N that I wanted, the 20C. So I'm going to remove the other one up here. We're going to remove that one because I think the 20N will work better for me. All right, now we're going on to the Armani Beauty Fluid Sheer Glow Enhancer Highlighter. What a mouthful. I can already tell you at $42 for a liquid highlighter, I don't need it. It kind of looks like a blush highlighter in a sense, like from the promo pictures in the shade Coral. It's really pretty, but I don't need it. I don't need it. We're just gonna remove it. All right, look, I only need to spend $140 more to keep my rouge status through 2025. Go me. Probably not something to be proud of. All right, getting into the Flawless Forget the Filler. That is one of my favorite lip glosses in a very long time, and I have used the Rosy Outlook one I've used a few tubes of those, and then even I want to say there was like a mauve one that I used pretty much all the way up, but this one is in the color Nudie, and it is a pinky nude with a pearl finish. I just felt like that looks so pretty, so I probably will pick it up, right? I probably will. Whoa, no, didn't want the bright pink one. And then I think there's another one in their balm that I want to pick up as well. But here are all the colors. So I've used, let's see, I think it was the Velvet one that I used. I feel like these aren't all of their shades. Yeah, I don't feel like there's all those shades because they don't have Rosy Outlook. I think these are just like the colored ones. Okay, so I think I will probably keep that in my cart. And then we have the House Labs by Lady Gaga, their blush that they just came out with. I'm a huge fan of their bronzer, and is another thing that I would recommend. I actually probably recommended it in my last fall video, so that's why I didn't recommend it again, but I'm telling you, I'm recommending it again. So I would hope that the blush and the bronzers kind of have like a similar vibe. Again, this was kind of a hard thing to decide what color would work best. So I kind of felt like this Hibiscus Have, this mauve pink, like it seems a little bit more, because this would definitely fit more of my skin tone. Like it looks really pretty, kind of a bright pink moment, like flush cheek. So I don't know what other, like I already have something that is that color. I have the Dior Rosy Glow. Maybe that is something I wouldn't recommend either. That is way overhyped, and I just don't feel like it works very well for me. Like I don't feel like it's very long lasting on me. Then we have Watermelon Bliss. That one's really pretty, but again, a little bit too vibrant for me. Pomelo Peach. I have a lot of peach blushes. To be fair, I have a lot of blush in general. This Neutral Rose, meh. Ooh, Fire Moon, a beige peach. That's kind of like a mix between a bronzer and a blush. That's really pretty. So I'm gonna keep this in my cart, and again, I'll do some further deciding of what I want. Then we have this Dr. Jart Seeker Repair Sensitive Skin Serum for Redness and Barrier Repair. We've already talked about how I have a disrupted barrier and I'm doing anything to make it better. This is $54 for 30 milliliters. Oh my god, that's like nothing. That's nothing. A potent face serum with soothing Cica complex and allantonin to quickly soothe the skin barrier and reduce redness for healthier looking skin. That's a lot of money for so little product. Let's see, non-incentivized. Yes, for sensitive skin. As someone who has suffered from sensitive skin and redness, this product was a game changer. After using it for about a month, my redness has visibly faded and my skin is lovely. Not the same, not a fan. Looks like they changed versions. This one says bumps appearing, love, 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 cannot recommend it enough. I adore this line. Rosacea, skin saver for rosacea. First of all, this serum is easy to use. No need to squeeze or pour anything. A small amount it gives goes a long way. I've seen my redness go down. It's very light but hydrating too. So the thing about is I do have redness when it comes to that, but it's very localized to the area around my mouth. So maybe it would go a longer way, but that is really expensive for such a little product. So you know what? I'm gonna move that to my loves list at this time. Okay. Where are we at? I hate how it brings me up every single time. All right, so we have another Sephora collection. This is their contour matte powder. So when this came out, I was like, oh, that is gray. That's gray. But for somebody who has very light skin tone, and if you want to contour, you kind of, I mean, like a cooler contour is typically like a cooler type of color just because it's supposed to mimic shading of your face to kind of like sculpt it out. Yeah, only 38 people have reviewed it and it's 4 stars. Interesting. Let's see. Come on now. I love it. Finally, thank goodness, created a very cool contour powder. I have really fair skin and this can get into gray territory if I overuse it. It applies easily, stays on, and I don't notice any patchiness. Someone says perfect contour, but that was a different color. So fair to light, patchy and muddy. Seemed like a great contour for fair skin, but absolutely unblendable. Perfect contour shade for light skin. It mimics shadow perfectly. Muddy and difficult to blend. I should have listened to the reviews. I'm incredibly pale. Most contour products looked orange on me. I was so elated to find a taupe contour product as I usually use taupe eyeshadows to contour. I've never had something that looks so muddy on my skin. Ooh, okay. But this one's saying it's a perfect cool tone contour it made for my nose contour. Actually looked natural for once. I think I might skip it. I do have a I have the Essence Baby Got Bronze little stick. It's about this big. Although it says bronze, it's a very, very gray contour type of color that I picked up for like $3. So I think I will probably stick to that and not introduce a powder. So we'll just move it to my loves list just in case I decide to change my mind. I have a place where I know that they're all hanging out. Where are we at? Okay, here's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blonde, I almost said bronzer, Balm Serum Boosted Skin Tint. So you can tell it's been a long day. So this is something that I was gonna pick up at Ulta. So what is it? $42, almost 5 stars from 16 people. I was gonna pick it up in the shade 2, so fair skin with cool rosy undertone. I feel like that would work well for me. It's this one right here. It is a natural finish, a first of its kind, solid serum boosted skin tint for sheer to light coverage, delivering a natural finish with 8 skin loving ingredients. Okay, so now I'm hearing it's sheer to light. If I'm gonna do coverage, I'd like to at least stick to light or medium. The sheer, like I do have, I decluttered it kind of. It just kind of sat in a pile for a while. I have the Yves Saint Laurent like new skin tint that I've kind of been using again, and it's so sheer and it just has no coverage, and I'm just like, I don't like this whatsoever. So it kind of makes me think that I don't want this, because if it's gonna be that sheer, let's see, non-incentivized reviews. This is a nice dewy finish tint. Oh, I don't like dewy either. However, it has a hyaluronic acid, and products with HA almost always burn my sensitive rosacea having skin. It looks good, but burns when I put it on. Oh, that's not good. This person says 10 out of 10. Looks like my skin, but better. Definitely looks natural, which I love. It's the ultimate no makeup look. This person purchasing the two beautiful glowy sheer coverage. This is the first skin tint that simply evens out my skin without covering my freckles. Leaves a glowy, but it's not greasy. Fun and easy to use packaging. Okay, I think I just talked myself out of it. Sheer, dewy, none of those things work for me. So again, we're gonna move it to the loves list. We're gonna have a few more people review it, maybe somebody who is on the oiler side of things, and I might reconsider. All right, another Charlotte Tilbury. So we have Hollywood Vixen. I feel like Pizzazz was the other one down here, so we can kind of look at them together. So kind of the same as the first Very Victoria, just in red colors. So Hollywood Vixen, Hollywood Vixen, a classic bright blue red for Hollywood star pout. Again, it's so pretty. I don't need red lipsticks. I have red lipsticks that I like, but it's so pretty. Like, I just feel so confident in a red lip. Oh, so pretty. All right, so that's the Hollywood one, and then the other one was Pizzazz. Let's see if we can, oh, perfect. This is a show-stopping cool candy apple red to add pizzazz to your pout. So that is what that one looks like. Ooh. That's really pretty. It's really pretty. I don't need red lipsticks. I don't need red lipsticks. I have plenty of red lipsticks. And if you haven't watched my declutter series, I actually did a compilation of all of my declutter series together. Like, I have them in individual videos, but I also compiled them together. So I'll link that up in the corner for you so you can see everything that I currently have. But I don't need red lipstick. So I'm gonna move both of those to my loves list again, so I can just basically forget about them. But if I don't forget about them, then I know where they're at. All right, so we are gonna get rid of those. Where are we at? We already talked about the powder luminizer. This one was in Sparkling Honey. If I remember, that was a darker one, and I don't think that's gonna work for me. So let's just move that to my loves list right now. Then we have, oh, here's the iconic London Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter. This one looked really pretty. 5 stars out of 24 people, $29. This is just a really I don't want to say basic, it's really pretty, just champagne highlighter. Apparently it's supposed to go over all skin tones. Let's actually see if that's the case. I mean, that is really pretty, but I feel like that would leave a cast for darker skin. So they say that it's supposed to like work, so it must have like a translucent base or something. I don't know. It does look pretty on all of them. Universal champagne shade suits all skin tones. I have a really hard time believing that. Radiant Finish champagne tone highlighting powder. Let's look at the reviews. Yeah, that's exactly what I figured. Looks best on fair to tan because it's a champagne color. Non-incentivized reviews. Amazing. This does not search well, but it is amazing on the face. What? The best ever, better than Amrezy. I never did the Amrezy. I think that's ABH. I never did that highlighter. This is everything I want in a highlighter. The perfect tone for fairer skin tones, and it's so blinding, not too glittery, and just a perfect highlighter. I really enjoy this highlighter. It looks great on my skin tone. There's no glitter, just beautiful shine. I was disappointed with the Anastasia highlighter because it was too golden for my skin tone. It's soft glow that blends very well with your skin, very natural and beautiful, but at the same time it pops in the light. I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm getting conflicting reviews that it's blinding, but then it's also natural. That one I'm gonna do some more research on, because there is another one. There's the new Fenty one that I'm interested in getting that is supposed to be on the more natural side of stuff, which I feel like fits better with what I like to wear. All right, so we have the Tower 28 Swipe All Over Hydrating Serum Concealer. I chose color 1.0 BH. Let's see. Fair with neutral undertones. Is that the lightest shade? Neutral cool undertones. That feels like that would work better for me. Fair with neutral undertones, light with neutral cool undertones. I guess that's the only fair one. Let's read about this product. It is medium coverage, it's right there, this word, without silicones, natural finish, a hydrating concealer that glides on like a serum and has medium buildable coverage power to instantly cover dark circles, redness, and blemishes. I heard people were going gaga over this. $22, not a bad price for a concealer. 4 stars. Let's see. Looking at non-incentivized reviews. Love this concealer. I like how it doesn't crease and it's super smooth. Love, but it's a little cakey and does not cover much. I love this concealer. It is sensitive, skin safe, and I'm pretty sure it's acne prone safe too. Bought it in are these shade names? Maybe. Super hydrating and works so well on my dry skin. It's so natural but buildable. I can't believe how skin-like the finish is. Amazing. I love this concealer. It's not cakey at all and smooth on your skin. Love this. I'm using this as a foundation because it covers really well. So maybe I keep it in. All right. We have another Armani enhancer highlighter. It's just in a different color. So I'm gonna remove to my loves. We have the next thing I think I saw, yes, the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. One of the newer releases of blushes. This too, I had a really hard time kind of deciding what color I felt like would work well for me. I think I opted for this Hope color right here. They didn't do a very good representation of different skin tones. I feel like this person is more of a, like, I need somebody who's fair, and feel like there needs to be somebody who is in between, if not darker than this too. Anyways, so Hope was the shade that I think I picked out. Like, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I'm just like not in love with it. So if I'm not in love with it, then get rid of it. I will move it to my loves list just in case. I think we're coming towards the end. I think we are. We're getting close. So we already talked about skin tint. Oh, this Urban Decay. This is like the OG Space Cowboy Urban Decay Moon Dust. I really love just kind of one and done shadows. I know it doesn't look like, you're like, girl, you like makeup? You have nothing on your face. That is correct. I have just face makeup. And no eye makeup. I couldn't be bothered to do it today. But this is when I do makeup, you know, I either have this like super dramatic makeup or like no makeup at all. When I do want to do kind of like barely there makeup, I will just do a one single shadow look. And so I've heard great things about Space Cowboy. It's kind of this OG type of shadow. It's light champagne gold with silver sparkle. It's $24, a ridiculous amount for a single shadow. Absolutely, it just is. But I have been wanting it for a while, so I'm probably gonna get it. Then we already talked about this. Then we have the Urban Decay Face Bond Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation. So this looked super cool when it came out, but I haven't really heard anybody talk about it yet. So it's like, what's going on? So it is $40, almost 5-star reviews. I was gonna pick up the shade Fair Cool. So here is what it looked like unretouched, which I like that. I like that they add, like, I think it got covered up, but it says it's an unretouched photo. So I like that. I think that might be a good shade match. that one, fair neutral, fair cool. I feel like the fair cool will look better. Yeah, that's another fair cool. They all look super light though, right? Like they just seem super light. Let's see what it's supposed to do. A lightweight waterproof foundation with the skincare benefits of a serum and self-setting powder for blurring effect and a medium coverage matte finish. Interesting. Let's see what the reviews have to say. Non-incentivized, best foundation I've tried, every single one. What an amazing foundation. It makes me look photoshopped. After application, it takes a few minutes to dry down, but once it does, wow. My new favorite foundation is lightweight, blends perfectly, and lasts all day. Recommend to those with combo to oily skin. This is the worst. The worst foundation I've ever used. As soon as you apply it, pills. Works with no skincare. Nothing works with this bronzer, not blush, powder, or cream. All the good reviews were given the foundation free. I paid for it and it's definitely going back. Super amazing. I purchased this in store in shade 13. Need more olive tones. New daily driver. I have an oily T-zone normal skin. Otherwise, I try this without a primer and powdered as usual. It lasts all day without any breaking. I'm so impressed. Well, okay. Maybe I try it for science. Maybe. Okay, now we have Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. So this just came out. This is chocolate mousse. It is supposed to smell like a chocolate orange, which sounds so nice. $35. This is the shade that felt like would work best for me. But okay, so I know it is supposed to be a bronzer. A bronzer is supposed to add warmth to the face, but that still feels like really orangey to me when you put it on the skin. Let's see. Yeah, that just feels like it's gonna be too dark for me, although it sounds lovely. Smells like chocolate covered oranges, 100% natural cocoa powder, vitamin E, squalene. So see, this picture looks like it would be a beautiful, perfect bronzer for cool leaning undertones. But when you put it, the other swatches just don't look good. So I think I'm gonna take it out of my, I keep wanting to say take it out of my closet. It's not in my closet, it's my cart. But we will move it to Love's. The next one was another Sephora collection luminizer. We already looked at the Ice Pearl. This one is out of stock. This is the Patrick Ta Major Headlines Double Take Powder. I wanted to get the new shade and not too much, but it's been out of stock for a while. And I thought about it and I'm like, I wasn't super impressed with the Patrick Ta bronzer cream and powder duo. So why would I want to do this? So I'll remove that. Do we have another Charlotte Tilbury red lipstick in here? That we do. Oh my gosh, this one is in Cinematic Red. Let's see. Oh, gorgeous. It's gorgeous. More of a deeper, yeah, like berry tone. Oh, it's so pretty. Cool deep cherry red for cinematic lips. I don't need it. Catherine, get out of your cart. Get out of your cart. We're moving it to the lips, just in case. All right, I think we only have a few products more, right? Yes, only a few more. So we have Flawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Tinted Lip Balm. So this was the other Flawless product. I have not used their balms before, so this would be the first time, and I thought the color Whisper looked really pretty. It's a pinky nude, shocker, but I felt like that would look really pretty. And easy, you know, it's a balm, so super easy to put on. Retails for $26. Ooh, they don't, so I mean, it's 4 stars, that's still a decent rating, but you would expect them to have a little bit more than that. A clinically tested plumping cushiony lip balm with a gorgeous wash of color, powered by Maxi Lip TM shea butter and jojoba seed oil. So these plumping ones are like the cooling plumping ones. They definitely don't have any sort of tingle that I've noticed. At least that's the glosses. I don't know about the balms, but the glosses don't hurt whatsoever. Then we have the Glossier Cloud Pink Gel Cream Bronzer in sale. So this recently just came out as well. This is, oh, sorry, someone's sending me a bundle offer. This is $22 for 10 milliliters. Almost 5 stars. I would be getting the shade Sail. Looks very nondescript, natural looking, if you will, which isn't a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. So this would be the color Sail. It kind of reminds me of the Say one that I talked about earlier in my recommendations, like where it just kind of blends in, just adds a little bit of bronzing, but not super stark or anything like that. So I'm thinking, I'm like, well, if I already have my Say one that I love, why would I need this one? But let's see, it's hydrating natural finish, cream formula, light coverage, and easy to use buildable gel cream bronzer that gives you a natural wash of warmth, dimension, and sculpted color. You know what? I have a feeling when they're saying it's a buildable gel cream, it's going to be so hard to build up that you're going to use a lot of the tube and kind of go through the product quickly. You know what it kind of reminds me of is the iconic London sheer bronzer. I feel like that's kind of what it is, which I really do like that, but it's hard to, like, you have to use a lot of it to build up to kind of like see any color. So I think I'm gonna pass on this. All right, so this one is probably the one that I'm most excited about. This is the Fenty Beauty Demi Glow Light Diffusing Highlighter. So this was the one that I was saying that was a little bit more on the natural side of stuff. So I wanted to pick it up in the shade Pretty Pearls, which is a soft pearlescent shimmer. It is limited edition, so if this is something that you're wanting to get, you may want to consider getting it on a discount. Excuse me, but that just looks so pretty. Like that's my highlighting journey, so I really do like that. Here are all the different shades. So this is the Pretty Pearls one that I would be picking up, and I like how they have tons of different shades to choose from. So yeah, I'm for sure gonna be picking that up. I probably might pick that one up at Ulta. Ulta sells Fenty, right? I'm pretty sure. We'll see. All right, and the very last thing that I thought about getting, which I probably won't, but we're here anyways. So this is the Give Beauty by Gwen Stefani. This is the mini Can't Stop Staring Clean Lengthening and Lifting Mascara. So it just has a really nice, interesting looking tip. I do have hooded eyes, if you couldn't tell, so when I do mascara, I do need something that's a little bit more slender so it doesn't get everywhere. It still gets everywhere, but at least it is kind of preventative. So this is supposed to help lengthen and lift. I actually go for more volumizing than lengthening. But it does say thicker lashes. I don't know. I love the packaging too. Let's see what the reviews have to say. Needs between top. What? Love the way this mascara has allowed me not to get a lash lift. Only thing is that no matter how much I tighten up the top, it gets clumpy and it irritates my eyes. Okay. No flaking or fallout. I love this mascara because it can last a full workday all the way through putting kids to sleep without flaking or fallout or causing burning eyes. To me, it's more lengthening than volumizing, but that's fine for work. Great mascara, separates lashes. Love it. This person said they might have got a bad batch. It did nothing, no volume or length. Love it. Gave my lashes the right amount of volume without being clumpy. Bonus points for price and design. So we're doing $10 with 20% off. That's going to bring it down to $8. Is it worth trying for $8? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. All right. So that is everything. I wish it would have told me. I think when I like crunch up my screen a little bit, it doesn't give you my total. But that is everything that I am thinking for my wish list. It is super long. Yep. We'll see what I actually end up getting. I usually do a follow-up video of things that I actually ended up getting, and if I felt like it, you know, if it was worth it or not, if it works for me. So thank you so much for watching. The best gift you can give any YouTuber is watching their content all the way through, engaging with them through subscribing, liking, commenting. Comment down below, what is on your wish list? Do we have similar items? Should I not get some items? Should I look at some other items? You let me know. Let me know if you're not shopping either. That's great. Check out You4Me if you are wanting to shop but not shop through Sephora and still get a discount. Check out You4Me. I do have my referral link down below if you're interested. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.